Benny on three. 1, 2, 3, ready!
This is a fast step from the concert at Te Wehi.
Oh, 100%. 100%.
So we've done so many pokares to
That's
move up
it.
the voice.
That's it. Far out, yeah. Different stage, eh?
Yeah.
And I don't know. I feel like just a lot of pressure. I'm only singing one song.
You don't know anybody. That's the best part, I guess.
That's it.
You know?
Yeah, true that.
Do you envision people naked, or does that not work?
I can't do that. Yeah, I've been told to do that, but also we got a bit of Max playing at the start as an intro. So once I see that, I'll lock it, and I know that it will have my back. So yeah, I know that I'll be good once I'm out there. But the pre-show jitters are always going to be there, regardless. I think.
Yeah. Tell us a little bit about the song that you're going to be singing. You'll say what you're up to.
The song is "Lean on Me," a cover from the Bill Withers classic, and it was written for Hakaraya, or when he passed. Yeah, just as a reminder to all the papas and the brothers out there, to lean on people, but also those of us who are doing good to check in on our people. You know what I mean? Like it's harder for those going through it to reach out. So if you're doing good, just daily reminders, checking on people, checking on your brothers. Yeah.
Take this up for the brother Hakaraya and all the brothers out there who may be struggling. That's us, man.
I think it's like a real important conversation, you know? Like
100%.
It's something that's going around, especially, you know, if I've got one, like whānau a mātene, nei whanaunga. But like, you know, not that there's one answer to mental health and things, but for you, my bro, you know, you've been through some ups and downs, and you've been through a roller coaster.
100%.
What's been something that you've had to fall back on? What's been your clutch to help you through?
Whānau.
Yeah.
And just focusing on filling the cup, I think, is a big thing. Whatever that is for other people, or you know, for myself, it's music, it's whānau. Because you can't get from an empty cup. So it's just constantly reminding myself to keep filling it with the things that I'm passionate about.
How was the show? How was the performance?
It was cool as, you know, Tāmaki, they showed out for us, especially for the brother Liam, brother Te Wehi, and I was just honoured to be here with the bro and singing our songs, which you know, big hits for Aotearoa, so it was just right to come and perform with them.
Yeah. I mean, like, the cool thing about our Māori crowd is that they'll get into it no matter what. And I know you're super cool, you're not really like a big people person. What's it like performing on stage, receiving the energy that's back?
So, well, I've just gotten used to it now, and it's lovely to see the crowd singing back to you. You can just look out there and be like, oh yeah, no, I done that. So yeah, it's a big buzz. Yeah, different for me, but you know, it's comes with the job, so you gotta do it.
You know, some people say they don't like the job, but do you love what you do?
I love my job, I love it. You know, I work on my own time, and I don't gotta work for anyone else. I just work for myself, and I get to still go hunting every night.
I know you're from the first two brothers, so up north as well. How is your whānau background?
Whānau down in Te Awanui, they were right. They were pretty much cut off from the whole world. There's two ways in, and both ways were blocked. But they working hard down there. Yeah, every day they working hard. Yeah.
That's fine. It must be pretty hard though for you being away from home, especially when things like that happen.
It is hard, just to watch, you know, all the whānau that are down there already. You could have been down there, but you can't do much about it. So you just gotta, you know, just watch what they're doing. And
a big kaupapa part of your guys' performance today, you know, big dedication to Hakaraya. So just reaching out, and you know, the brothers finding solace and comfort in each other, and for you being on the road, being away from your comfort zone, what are the things that help you sort of stay grounded?
Whānau, you know, because I've been on the road quite a bit lately, and you know, I gotta leave my whānau back home while, you know, go do the mahi. It's quite hard to leave them for a couple of days, because, you know, I'm not used to all these big cities and concrete jungles. I'm used to seeing native and country roads. So yeah, like when I get home, that's me, I'm straight into the bush just to ground me again.
Music for you blew up outside of Oko before it blew up in
Yeah.
And I don't want to be negative, so I don't want to be negative, but like, what is it about our people that don't support our stuff, you know?
Yeah, I don't know, it's a hard one, but you know, yeah, you do see that, like, you know, your own hometown don't really like back you with your music. It's always outside. I'm not trying to say that, like, you know, fuck my hometown.
Okay, these are the quick fire questions. Hunting, fishing, or diving?
Hunting.
Ooh, Veni or wild pork?
Benny.
Horse or Hilux?
Horse.
Ooh. Hunting alone or with the bros?
Hunting alone so they don't see my spots.
What gives you the biggest adrenaline rush? Getting a stag during the raw or a 200-pound pig with the dogs?
Stag during the raw.
Oh,
yeah.
Ooh, yeah. Can I ask, shameless as plug, my partner's from Te Wehi, he's a hunter.
Oh, yeah.
But every time he goes home, he plays your music.
Yeah.
Can I ask if you would do like a little shout out to his cutter?
Cutter.
Can you do it on the phone? Is that all?
Yeah, sweet. Hey, kia ora rila. Hori Shaw here. Here with your partner. Just want to give a big shout out to you, my brother, for streaming my music.
He told me that he'll take you hunting. No.
It's just if they're hunting, my brother. Bless.
From the islands of Polynesia to Aotearoa. Oh, you can't forget your Tinora Matina.
I felt like I was living a childhood dream because when I was a teenager, Nesian Mystic was like pumping. That's when you guys were coming out, and I was at St. Peter's at the time. I was like 183. I was like, I don't know, but your songs.
You didn't want to go to Western Springs College? What's happened?
No, things to happen differently. But how was it on stage for you, just hearing everyone singing your jams?
Yeah, bro, it was so cool. It was so beautiful. We could feel the love, you know, because everyone's a bit older. Even our fans out there are a little bit older. So to see them kind of in their eyes and in their dancing and in them singing our songs, I think it took us all back. So not just them, but also us. And yeah, we had such a good time on there. So I'm so glad that everyone was getting amongst it.
And I've been asking all the, you know, Nains, Aradna, about performing.
We love them too. Those are that's our people.
We asked them about looking at the crowd, and a lot of them probably born after the year 2000. So what is it like having timeless music that those kids are all singing?
Well, one, it's awesome. You know, we're really humbled that their parents would keep playing our songs, whether they're from the 2000s or even whether they're from now. We kind of see everyone and all of our audience as part of our family that we grow together with. You know, much like how much we love Herbs, we love Shefu, we love. I saw Lavina Williams there, who's a hero in Aotearoa music, well, for us anyway. Even the L.A.B boys, you know, they've been in Kora, Ara's been in Catch a Fire. So we're just lucky to be in Aotearoa, number one, but two, to have the privilege of being a musician, of being a storyteller and a songwriter, and to be able to share that with our people here, and for them to resonate with that, and to pass it on to their family and their children and their nieces and nephews. So we're just really grateful.
And let's talk about the keynotes. We briefly mentioned it and we were crossing paths over there. Yes. But like, you know, what was it like preparing for this gig and preparing your notes? Were you about to drop it, or was it like, we got to do it how we done it 20 years ago? Yeah,
it's kind of, I'll lift the veil a little bit on our preparation. So in terms of performing, once we're on, it's quite natural. Our set hasn't really changed for 20 years. So we know the songs well. It's just whether the body can move as quick to get to the points that we need to. I don't know if you saw me, but I forgot one of our dance routine points and I had to gas it back and then I almost slipped and then I just start laughing. You know, we're just having fun up there. It's the hardest thing for me personally is just getting my voice ready. So it takes kind of like a month of singing every day, like on the way to work, dropping the kids off, and getting my voice to a point where it can handle again. And then it's the same for my ears too. So as we get older, they're not working as good as they used to. So sometimes even on stage, I can't hear it sometimes. So I have to trust my instinct, and it's scary, or trust the boys, or look at Dave. So I don't know if you saw on Brothers, but I was singing with the crowd, then I let them sing. And then when when it came back to me, I was like, oh, what's the no? And so sometimes I'm like going a little bit flat. I'm like, oh, and I don't really like in-ear monitors because we never had them when we were doing our thing. Yeah, so maybe I should. Maybe I should get them. So, you know, we just go with it. We just accept that we're human and we're not perfect and we're not the headline and we're not as sharp as we used to be, and just to give it our best and have some fun out there.
Oh man, you guys were definitely sharp. The crowd is really, there were some kids out there that were going, I love these guys. So it's really cool to see them. But one of our favorite things to see was when we were filming right at the very end. Yes. It felt like it was a moment of sadness, but because you know, like the feeling was like, man, it could just be the last time you finally see Nesian Mystic. But has that been happening a few times, or did that one feel a bit different? And if so, what was that feeling like? Sorry, just that moment over there.
That's a really good question, bro. I think with every song, it feels like that for us because we don't know if we're going to perform again. It's not something we actively try and do. So it just depends on where we're at in life, whether they can get us here to the event, whether we like the lineup, you know, and we get asked every year, even though we're like retired, we're like, don't perform, but the odd one here and there we might do. So who knows, maybe we'll perform again, but maybe we'll not. Maybe that was the last time, but we'll just go with the flow.
And my last question, brother, is something we actively encourage, especially Indigenous storytelling for us. Everything kaupapa Pasifika, kaupapa Māori, but you mentioned that everyone needs to enroll to vote.
Yes.
And that's something we feel very strongly.
Yes.
And I guess I will ask, because we do want to put something up about it later on, but why? Why should we all go out there and vote?
That's
or register at least.
Yeah, cool. Well, I think we've been going through a pretty tough time, and the only way to change that is through enrolling to vote. Yeah. That's a really easy step. And then it's the action of getting to vote. And I think there are some of our communities that may be in there now that are banking on us not voting, that are hoping we don't get out there, are making it more difficult for our communities to get out there. And we can't affect and make the change that we want to at a system level, which is really important because we can't muck around down here. We need a system change, and in order to do that, we need to have people in government that really resonate with the people, really resonate with their communities, represent Te Tiriti, and represent our whānau from everywhere, from Ngā Motu o Te Moana Nui a Kiwi from the Pacific. Everybody coming in that calls Aotearoa home should be able to be great, should be able to learn te reo Māori, should be able to understand. Be no different if we went to another country, eh? We wouldn't go not learning the reo or not learning their stories and their kaupapa, but that's how I've been brought up. That's probably how you guys have been brought up, but it's not how everyone's been brought up. So that's okay. We can have people that we disagree with, we can have people that have different ideas, and we can have that dialogue and that kōrero and that wānanga with them. But at the end of the day, if we're not there and we don't have our reps inside in government, then we can't make the moves that we know will serve everyone in Aotearoa. Because what we know is that if we do it from a kaupapa Māori or things that are underpinned by te ao Māori or te tiriti, we know that everyone's looked after, but we know that it doesn't work the other way around, right? So my hope is that all of our people that are eligible, not just Māori, not just Pasifika, but everyone in Aotearoa that's eligible is enrolled. And secondly, that we can support each other to make that vote and make it special. And then we'll see what happens.
Thank you very much, brother. I appreciate it.